Let's go to page 200 and let's do number 19. Yeah, y equal to -3 cotangent of pi x minus pi, and you want to go from -2 to 2. Okay. So you can get all the information. So a equal to 3. Now remember, negative, it just tells you that the graph get flipped upside down. Okay, so a is absolute value, so it's always positive. B equal to pi, c equal to -pi. So k equal to 0. P, now for tangent and cotangent, period, P is equal to pi over B. So pi over B. So P equal to 1. And so tangent and cotangent, you get H, so it'd be 1/2. And the S is equal to negative C. So it'd be negative C negative C over B, so S equal to 1, and you want to make into common denominator, so make it 2 over 2. Okay, so now ready to graph. So first you need to go and get the direction of the graph. Okay, normally cotangent normally goes this way. Right, go from left to right. Now because of the negative, it flipped everything upside down. Okay, so it becomes like it looks like a tangent graph. So you can flip upside down. So you can flip it over. And the cotangent starts right over here. So that will be your starting value. So starting value is 2 over 2. And every division is 1 over 2, so this will be a 3 over 2, this will be 1 over 2, and this will be the 0. So once you find a 0, then you can go and draw your axes, and then you can start to find the range. So you want to go from -2 to 2, okay, so you need to do a few more. So this will be 4 over 2. So you need to get one more, and so this would be -1 over 2, -2 over 2, -3 over 2, -4 over 2. Now to get the amplitude, again, you go you go quarter point over here. So you go over here, you go up. When you hit this point, you go across. So it's going to be right over here. And A equal to 3, so that would be the 3. And you just go same distance down, and let's move the 0 out of here. So go down the same distance, and that would be the -3. Okay, so that would be your amplitude over here. So +3, -3. So that's number 19. Okay, let's go to number 20. Yeah, y equal to -2 tangent of 5 tangent of pi over 4 x minus pi over 4, and you want to go from -1 to 7. So a equal to 2, b equal to pi over 4, c equal to -pi over 4, k equal to 0. Now tangent and cotangent, p is equal to pi over b. And again, to simplify complex fraction, you multiply by common denominator, multiply by 4. So p equal to 4 pi, this cancels out. So p equal to 4. And for tangent and cotangent, you want to figure out the halfway point. So half would be 2. Now the s is equal to -c over b. And from here you can see that it's going to be equal to 1. Right? Pi over 4 divided by pi over 4 is 1. And this one don't have fractions, so you don't have to worry about common denominator. So that's going to graph number 20. Okay. for number 20, okay, tangent, normally the tangent goes this way. Now because of the negative, everything gets flipped upside down. So when it gets flipped upside down, it will go this way. So everything got flipped upside down. And for tangent, the starting point is in the middle. Okay, so that's your starting point. And the starting point will have value of the s. So s is the value at the starting point. So it'll be 1. And the half wave is 2. So you have to go by 2. So that's 1. So this would be 3. And this would be a 5. And this would be a 7. And when you go backward, okay, so this would be a -1. And so now, if you notice that here's your -1, here's your 1, that means your 0 is going to be in between. So it's going to be right over here. Okay. I'm going to fix the curve a little bit better. Okay. Now, since this is already the halfway point, the quarter wave point, this point will be the A already. So A is equal to 2. So this will be the 2, and the same amount. This will be a -2. And we can erase a little bit of this. So this would be a 1 right over here. So that's number 20. Okay, let's go to 21. Okay, you have y equal to 2 secant of pi x minus pi over 2. And you want to go from -1 to 3. So secant came from cosine, so you have to pretend that you're graphing 2 cosine of pi x minus pi over 2. Okay. So you don't have to write these. I'm just running out to help you to kind of visualize and remind you that's what we try to do first. So a equal to 2, b equal to pi, c equal to -pi over 2, k equal to 0, p equal to 2 pi over b, so p equal to 2, so q equal to 2 over 4. Okay. Now the s equal to -c over b. Okay. Notice I kind of separate kind of far away, so that way you can keep track of your negative. So multiply by 2, multiply by 2. So this will become positive pi over 2 pi. So s equal to 1 over 2. So now I want to simplify my q so that you get the same denominator. Okay, so now let's go and graph. Okay, so I can pretend you're going to graph the cosine. So cosine starts right over here. Okay, and that would be your starting value. Okay, starting value would be 1/2. So this would be 1/2. And the q is also 1/2. So that means each division is 1/2. So here's your 0, -1 over 2. And here would be -2 over 2. And you want to go all the way from -1 to 3. So you have to go all the way to 6 over 2. So 3 over 2, 4 over 2, 5 over 2, 6 over 2. Okay, so next what I want to do is I want to get my axes. Okay, so axis is going to be right over here. So I can erase this temporary axis. Okay. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I want to go and take the reciprocal of the zeros over here to make into asymptotes. Notice there's an asymptote, but it's covered by the axes. Okay. And so I'm going to get my amplitude. Okay, the A equal to 2, so this would be a 2. and this would be a -2. Okay, and now I'm going to flip over the graph. So this is the cosine graph. To get secant, I'm just flip over the cosine graph, and so you can start from the vertex and just go down this way. From here you go up. From here you go down. And one more over here. And this one goes up. Okay, so this is the graph for number 21. Now let's go to 22. Number 22, you have y equal to 3 cosecant of pi over 2 x plus pi over 2, and you want to go from -1 to 3. So again, cosecant came from sine, so you want to pretend you want to graph the sine function. So a equal to 3, b equal to pi over 2, c equal to pi over 2. So k equal to 0, p equal to 2 pi over b, which is 2 pi over b, so b is pi over 2. So multiply by common denominator. So p equal to 4 pi over pi, right? The 2 cancel out. So p equal to 4, so q equal to 1. Okay, next I'm going to figure out the s. So s equal to negative c over b, and from this you can see it's equal to 1. So s equal to -1. Okay, so now I'm ready to do the graphing. So let's go to number 22. So sine graph is start at going uphill. So that would be the starting point. And the starting point we have the value of the s. So this would be a -1. So this would be a -1. And q is 1. So this would be a 0, 1, 2, 3. And you want to go with from -1. Okay. So that's all you need to have. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this axis over here. Okay, so graph with your axis will be right over here. Okay. And so the a is equal to 3, so this will be 3. And from making you run out the bottom to get a hash mark, so it will be -3. So now I'm going to flip over the asymptotes. Okay, and then I'm going to flip over the graph. So again, what I have right now is a graph for the sine. Then I'm going to flip over to get cosecant. So from here, just flip it over. And that's it for number 22.